Welcome again, everybody. We have a very, very important day today. I thank you so much for taking the time to look more in depth at OurGV. And for those of you I haven't met, my name is Marita Ionesco. I'm an independent affiliate with executive director status here. And it's a privilege for me to be part of this company, to represent OurGV as an affiliate. It's such a company that just the integrity, the love, and the unbelievable business opportunity. And so it's a privilege for me also to be speaking with you, to be opening the day today, because we have a very important guest that's going to be our trainer today, and a rare opportunity because this person doesn't do trainings that are open to everybody. But we're going to have this person today. And so let me just tell you just a little bit about myself. Thank you, all the leaders, for your presence, and especially I want to welcome you if you're brand new. If you're brand new here, there's a lot of information I'm going to cover in a short period of time, and then you're going to hear from somebody who has the results that most of us want in life, financially, and otherwise, right, in every level of our lives. So I'm just going to do the best that I can to share with you some basic information before I introduce our very important guest today. So before OurGV, I had my own businesses in Europe. I thought things were going great because I loved everything about my business, from the income to what I was doing to the difference we were making in people's lives and my lifestyle and everything. And then one day I stopped working the business and my income stopped. How many of us know exactly what I'm talking about, right? We work, we get paid, and then when we stop, the income stops. And I had never heard of the concept of residual income, where they taught me that you build something that not only continues paying you after you stop working, but it continues growing exponentially after you stop working. And I thought, that's brilliant. And so I was introduced to some companies that were, working with residual income, and you had to sell products to your friends, and I was not able to sell anything. So I never made money. Some of you know what I'm talking about because I know we have people here that have done that. And then I went to work with another company, similar story. I didn't make any money. So I was not a very happy camper. You guys understand? I was very frustrated. And that's where I was when my friend said, Marita, you have to take a look at this company. This is about 12 years ago. More than 12 years ago, because I saw the company when it was pre-launch. We are now 12th year, ladies and gentlemen, and with an A+ rating with a Better Business Bureau. So if you're here for the first time, understand this is a serious, very well-established, with a great reputation company. So, but in those days, it was a project, right? And so I said, I'm not going to look. And my friend said, yes, you have to look. Some of you are here because your friend insisted for you to look. You'll be able to thank them later. And long story short, my friend insisted. So I looked, and I saw something different, but I was still very scared because, I failed in one company, I failed in another, so I didn't have the confidence that I could make it work. And so I asked, how do I know I'm going to be able to make this one work after 2 failures? How many of you think that's a fair question? So they said, yeah, right, exactly. So they said, Marita, we have a system. It's a proven system. It works. So if you're teachable and you learn it and you use it, it's going to work for you because it works. Now, how many of you are logical people? I'm raising my hand here. Of course, right? If I use something that works, it's going to work. So pretty simple. I decided to pay attention. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my 12th year with the company full time. And I'm just so thankful for everything that OurGV has done for me. So I'm going to speak to you from the point of view of a very thankful affiliate that has benefited immensely from this company. So what is OurGV? We're a company that is here to help businesses and organizations, nonprofits, and consumers to save money while helping the world and to take our technology and make it their own. We work with in 4 different areas: the internet shopping and the internet searches and more, the nonprofit support services, the business-to-business services, and the greatest affiliate business opportunity in the world that people can do part-time or full-time from anywhere. And we also have a new area that is still in pre-launch, which is leadership and personal development. The company, ladies and gentlemen, is as incredible as it is because of this person. Mr. Chad Shapiro, our CEO, one of the great all-time great success coaches, has been compared to people like CEOs, Bill Gates, Mike Odell, and others. This man is the integrity personified, And he has a heart for helping not only nonprofits, but people like you and me. That's his motivation. And every decision he makes in the company is for that, to help us more, to give us more, not to see how much more money he can put in his pockets. And so you will see for yourself as we go. But he created OurGV on 2 strategies: take our technology and make it your own. What if the average person, business or organization, were able to make the world a better place while helping their own situations? And the more money is made or saved with the OurGV family of companies, the more money is raised for nonprofits, businesses, and families around the world. And how many of us are excited about that? Not just about making money for ourselves, but to make a difference. That's why you're here, and I love it, and I know it. Okay, our president, Mr. Marwan Powell, ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredible individual, the president of the company who has been working with Mr. Shapiro for the last 12 years side by side and has done so much for our company. He had played college football at a Big Ten university, and then after being frustrated with corporate America, started his own business in his early 20s, and because of his incredible abilities as a business owner, Mr. Powell was one of the first people that our CEO brought on board with OurGV, and we're so fortunate to have this man. We literally could not do what we do without everything he does for us. And OurGV Vice President of Nonprofit Development, ladies and gentlemen, came almost 3.5 years ago. So exciting. Miss Lori Rubich, ladies and gentlemen, who you see on the picture, was introduced to entrepreneurship in 1988. She was encouraged by her dear friend to attend a training event that cost more than her car at the time. And then due to massive persistence and hard work, Ms. Rubich was blessed to build a multi-million-dollar sales team of over 40,000 people. By the time she was 26, she had already earned her first $1 million. She had earned millions by the time she was 30, and then she just continued. Her list of accomplishments is too long. We will talk a little bit more about her in a little bit, but you can see her here. She created a training company for Sylvester Stallone and his wife's company, broke records in a company endorsed by Donald Trump, co-taught with Mark Victor Hansen, who co-wrote The Chicken Soup for the Soul, and many, many, many other accomplishments. So together with our CEO, they created a mentorship program for an exclusive group of people. In fact, there's a private mentorship program going on right now. The opportunity to be personally mentored by Mr. Shapiro and Ms. Lori Rubich, absolutely priceless. So what do? Make money shopping and helping the world. A simple yet great idea. How many of us already shopped online or know of people who shopped online, right? And so what if you could save time, save money, earn cash rebates, and support nonprofits by simply shopping at your favorite stores? How does it work? OurGV put the links to all the stores, 1,500 stores, all of the stores that we already know that OurGV has partnered with, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Kohl's, et cetera, Start Meeting, on a website. And then when you shop through, and we replicate the website, right? So everybody gets their own website. And when you shop through your own website at your favorite stores, these stores pay. And OurGV gives a portion of the money to charity, a portion to you, so that's cash back when you shop at your favorite stores that you're going to be shopping at anyway, right? So whether you're with OurGV or not, you're going to be shopping at these stores. But now, because you're with OurGV, you get cash back. Incredible, right? And as affiliates, ladies and gentlemen, you and I are able to get referral percentages from the consumers that we refer. So it just makes sense. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, ladies and gentlemen. If we're not aware, billions of dollars spent every year on online shopping, and every year bigger than the year before. So unbelievable. What about searches? How many of us have searched the Internet? We're talking about things that we already do, right? But how many of us have never gotten paid for searching the Internet? And OurGV has a partnership with this technology company that has had for years, and with Yahoo, where people click on these search, right, normally, click on these ads, sponsored ads, and these merchants pay Yahoo, Yahoo pays us, and again, OurGV pays the people for searching the Internet. Now we have this technology together with a home page. How many of us have a home page already, right? MSN, AOL, Google, Yahoo, whatever. But it never paid us. And now, what if you get your own branded home page with OurGV, and every time you search, it's a Yahoo search, you click on these ads, and it pays you. Same thing with these other things that are on pre-launch. You fill out a survey, you get paid, watch an online video, play online games, use offers, download mobile apps, of course, the searches, right? And it pays you. And then you have access to 30,000 coupons daily. These coupons save people hundreds of dollars sometimes on one purchase. Do you guys understand? So everybody wants something like that. It's, hold on a minute, sorry. Okay, there we go. Another multi-billion-dollar marketplace. This is another multi-million-dollar industry, self-development. How many of us have heard of Zig Ziglar, John Maxwell, Tony Robbins, right? Billions of dollars that people spend on personal development, and they do it because the personal development helps them with their lives, with their business, to be more, to accomplish more. And the thing is that these trainings with these incredible trainers cost thousands of dollars, and when you and I attend them and bring all our friends to those just because we will benefit from the information, then they don't share the revenue with us. And here, this is a part that is it touches my heart, is that here Mr. Shapiro and Ms. Rubich came together after years and years and years. These people have like almost 50 years combined of working with personal development and training in personal development. And they absolutely, Mr. Tony, they created a company, Leadership and Personal Development, where they want to put it in the hands of everybody around the world because they want to make a difference in the world. Some differences, let me show you. It doesn't cost thousands of dollars to attend a training with these people. People who have experience, like I said, almost 50 years in personal development, who have helped people change their lives, both Mr. Shapiro and Ms. Rubich, with all of their accomplishments as entrepreneurs, they have both dedicated their life to helping nonprofits. Mr. Shapiro is somebody who is being asked by some of the biggest nonprofits to speak, and because of his incredible work with many nonprofits in the community. Ms. Rubich has sat on the board of organizations like the Big Brothers Big Sisters, sat on the board of organizations. She actually had decided to spend the rest of her life giving back, and was putting together a program to help highlight people and organizations that were doing good things in the community when she saw OurGV for the first time. So anyway, Mr. Shapiro and Ms. Rubich put themselves and their hearts together and their minds together, and they created Next Level Leadership. We call it affectionately NLL. And this is a leadership and training company where not only we get the benefit of unbelievable top-of-the-line training from these top-of-the-line trainers, but they don't charge thousands of dollars. And guess what? They share up to 75% of the revenue with us, the affiliates in OurGV. They share 10% with charities, and they run the company on 15%. That, ladies and gentlemen, is unheard of. I've been in personal development for over 40 years, and I've never seen anything like it, never heard of anything like it. It gives me the goosebumps because it shows you just exactly where their heart is. And so unbelievable. So let's take a look. Once you're a coordinator and above, you can take part of the nonprofit and business program where you can help nonprofits and businesses. This is the OurGV.org, specifically customized to show the organizations how we can help them with their goals, fundraising goals, right? What do they want? The nonprofits want help fundraising to cut costs, right? And we provide them with the tools, the technology like a mall, shopping mall with the 1,500 stores, the branded homepage where people click and search and get paid. And so what do? They simply ask their supporters and volunteers, etc., to just use the tools, right, to shop through their organization's mall. Let's say it's the church or the school or the shelter, whatever. So when the supporters shop through their mall at their favorite stores, or when they search through their branded homepage and click on their favorite things, those merchants pay, and the money is going directly to the nonprofits. You get it, ladies and gentlemen? So why is this so important? For several reasons. Number one, the nonprofits don't have to ask their supporters for an extra check. That's always the hardest part for them. Their members don't have to give an extra donation. Simply by doing things they already do, they're helping the organization raise funds. They're already searching and shopping. Do you guys understand? So it's a win-win-win situation. You as affiliates, you and I as affiliates, can earn referral percentages from referring the organizations. And why is this so important? Because in a statistics done in 2004 in the United States alone, it was shown that over $62 billion that people had donated to the causes had never gone to the cause. In fact, they got lost in the red tape and the whatever, the in-between, right? So here the money is helping the nonprofits directly. Some of the organizations that we're helping, the ALS Society of Ontario, of Ontario, the Magic Johnson Foundation, and many major ones, as well as the Little League Soccer Club and other little ones as well. Same thing for entrepreneurs. Somebody owns a real estate company, an insurance company, an online business, whatever. We have the OurGV.biz, again, for coordinators and above. This shows the entrepreneurs how technology can help them with their goals. And how do we do this? By building distribution networks, by building an affiliate team. Obviously, you and I on our own, we could not find 1,000 customers or 1,000 nonprofits or businesses, right? It just doesn't work like that. And so we build a team. Even if we only built a team of 100 people and each one has 10 customers, that's 1,100 people. If each one brought one nonprofit per year, now you're helping 1,100 nonprofits. You guys understand? So we build it through personal referrals, leads that are looking for a business opportunity. How many of you were a lead? Take a look at that. Some of our top leaders came from leads. We have Ms. Andrea Jeffries, who is a referral from Mr. Tolson, who that was a personal referral, who's an incredible success story. Social media, we have Mr. Bisbo, who has people around the world, met on social media, local networking. Ladies and gentlemen, people are everywhere. That's how we build the affiliate team. The concept is the J. Paul Getty phrase. He said, one of our first recorded billionaires, said, I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. Only when I saw this for the first time, I realized nobody taught me this. How many of us were taught to go to school, get a degree, and then go work for somebody who had a team? All the owners have teams, and you and I have been taught to go work for them. But here, the brilliance of our CEO is that he allows you and me to do the same thing that the wealthy people are doing, which is build a team. So I'm so thankful for this. What are the advantages if we compare it to owning a traditional business, ladies and gentlemen? Well, number one, with the OurGV affiliate business, you save more and make more. No inventory to stock. No having to sell anything, right? No office or building leases. You work from literally anywhere. No salaries to pay. No cold calls. Imagine if we own a restaurant, we have to pay our employees every Friday. No expensive insurance costs, can work from anywhere. We have people here from Africa, from Europe, from Canada, from everywhere in the country. Do you guys understand? This is worldwide, and it can be built while working a job. Low startup costs, can even start for free, which is unheard of because a business costs money, but that is possible. State-of-the-art technology and training, profit from the global economy, literally from anywhere. And ladies and gentlemen, the ability to not have to commute twice a day, 5 days a week, and to work your schedule. You work your work to schedule your work around your life instead of your life around your work. Oh, man, I get so excited I can't even talk. Hope you guys are kind to me about that. Okay, so sometimes when people see the opportunity, they get excited simply about being a shopper, okay? And perhaps they're not looking for a business right now. So we want to help you set you up with a website and a branded homepage. So at least when you search and you shop, you get paid. Okay, so that's the shoppers. We have a training on Tuesday that gives you more details about that. People who are interested in the opportunity to not just get a little cash back when we shop and search, but to literally profit from the millions of people that are doing the searching and the shopping every day and helping the millions of nonprofits around the world. We have the business opportunity, and we have different options to start for the business opportunity. We have a free option. This one pays you 10% from shopping done on your website and can upgrade through production. I literally, when people tell me they want to start for free, I recommend to them start with the next option at least. And like I said, free for me is not a business option. How many of us realize a business costs money? But anyway, we have a free option. So somebody can get comfortable with it or work with their app. So it doesn't matter to us where you start. I always recommend at least start with a preferred affiliate. Used to be $100 for the setup fee. It's now only $30. And then $30 a month for the hosting. This one locks your spot in the profit sharing, which means long-term you profit from the growth of the company, even stuff that you did not bring on board, build teams that you didn't bring, nonprofits that you didn't bring. So incredible thing. And then higher investment options that we have for people that want to take their business really seriously and build it like a business and go the faster route. This is a theoretical example that shows us how the compensation plan works. And let me show you real quick. There's two basic points of the compensation plan. Number one is that we don't promise you that you're going to make money just because you sign up. And this is different from some companies. Sometimes on the internet you see companies that tell you, just sign up here and you're going to make $1 million in 40 minutes and you don't have to do any work because it's automatic. And they're lying, right? They're lying. Okay? And here we tell you the truth. We get paid on production, just like if we owned a restaurant, we would have to sell food to make money. And if we own a real estate company, we would have to sell houses to make money. So simple, right? We tell people the truth. So if you come in, even if you invest in your business and you produce nothing, you make zero. And if you produce a little and you do it your own way, you'll probably make zero also. And if you produce more, you can make more. If you produce a lot and you do it right, in other words, following that company's proven system, remember how I asked them, the proven system, and you work on yourself and you get good at it, then the potential is absolutely ridiculous. And I mean that. You will see for yourself. But anyway, let's take a look at this example to show you how it works. There's another basic point about the compensation plan is that the higher we are in status in the company, the more money we make for the same production. And so, for example, like in any company, right, if you and I are at the door, we may get paid less than if somebody who is a manager. And if somebody is a manager, we may get paid less than somebody who is a director, and so on, right? It's so simple. So the higher we are, the more money we get paid for the same production. So let's say you're an affiliate with OurGV, and you refer me, and I sign up as a free affiliate, and I go out and produce in the month of May 20,000 BV, so business volume. And that's the money that comes into the company from people using the products and services. In other words, people shop through their mall, the stores pay, that's BVs, right, business volume. Somebody searches, click on the links, the merchants pay, Yahoo pays, that's BV. Somebody buys a website, OurGV pays. Somebody buys coffee, the coffee company pays. You see what I'm saying? The products and services being sold generate the BVs. So 20,000 BVs I produce between me and my team, and how much you get paid because you referred me. If you're a free affiliate, you don't get paid because you're only getting paid from shopping on your mall, but you're working your way up, so that's the slower way. If you're a preferred affiliate, remember that's $30 and $30 a month, you made $1,000 for the same production. So many people see the value of that. Then Premier is $497. That's not per month, just one time, and then $30 a month for hosting. You made $3,000, see 3 times more. Some people see the value of the Premier, right? Same production. So when you're a coordinator, it takes $20,000 in production done in a month to become a coordinator. You make $9,000 at this level, see 3 times more. Many people see the value of that. Manager, $10,000 for the same amount of production. And then there's higher bonuses for the higher levels, ladies and gentlemen. So how many of you already figured out you want to be a coordinator or a manager like yesterday? Of course, right? And many of you already are. Congratulations. And I know you're working your way towards director before the end of the month. Okay, because the higher level, the higher the bonuses. Now, let me show you something. Even prior to being able to make these kind of checks that I just showed you, because it takes a little time. It takes building a team to generate 20,000 BVs in a month, right? And we've had people that have accomplished this in 48 hours, so understand it's possible, right? But in general, let's say. So before we can do that, the company pays fast start bonuses while we're building that momentum, while we're building the team. Fast start bonuses can be earned as a coordinator up to $5,000 in a month, and this is on top of the other bonuses. As a manager, up to $7,000 in a month. As a director, up to $25,000 in a month. That's why you have a lot of people that are working towards director this month to become a director before the end of the month, because May is going to be such a big month, and they all want to get paid as a director, all right? So you guys understand fast start bonus. So we have to be at these levels, coordinator, manager, or director, before the end of the month in order to be able to earn those fast start bonuses in May. And so you will see a raise about that. Takes $40,000 to reach manager. It takes $100,000 to reach director. You guys understand? So it takes some work. Now, once you reach coordinator and above, you get 7 websites. In fact, soon to be 8. Your own business website, your own mall, the OurGV.org, OurGV.biz, DealZoo, and the most powerful business tool, the OurGV.info, where you have Mr. Chad Shapiro and Ms. Lori Rubich explaining the company to your prospects, so all we have to do is share the .info video. Many of you are here because you saw those videos, and have the CEO and the Vice President explaining the company. The scholarship is an incredible program. I've never seen it done, where OurGV helps people get more for their packet, whatever they buy, or even as a free affiliate. So let me take a look at some scholarships that are being offered today for a very limited period of time. Even a free affiliate package can get a scholarship. They'll get their own branded homepage that will pay them 50%. Preferred affiliate at $30 gets the homepage earning 80% of revenue, plus one advanced training and 30 days of mentorship package and the ability to brand their homepage. The Premier, $497 Premier package gets the homepage at 80% of revenue, extra homepage to donate at also 80%, 4 advanced basic trainings, 30 days of mentorship package, and, ladies and gentlemen, $20,000 in sales waived to upgrade to coordinator. Remember I was telling you it takes $20,000 in productions to achieve coordinator? Well, anybody who decides to start with a Premier today and for a limited period of time and applies for a scholarship, they're going to waive those $20,000, and they're going to start just a coordinator, and then next level leadership VIP package for 30 days, which is unbelievable, plus a $50 rebate within the week. Ladies and gentlemen, you can use that to pay your credit card payments. And then a note, if the home pages are not used within 90 days, they will be reused. In other words, reissued. I'm sorry. If you don't use them, you lose them. They will be reused. Marita, get your tongue right. Okay. Those of you who are extremely serious entrepreneurs, you start with the Premier, then you're allowed to buy the Entrepreneur Package tool. This is a tool that will save you a lot of money, because if you bought the different things that it includes, well over $15,000, separately, it will cost you well over $15,000. But here, they put all the tools together and they reduce the price to only $2,497 after you've done the Premier, and that will get you a lot of different things from a $250 rebate paid this week to 6 months mentorship program to 6 months weekly basic training, the manager promotion for 6 months with no qualifications in sales, 1,000 bulk leads, quarterly advanced training, ticket retail, the custom mall and homepage, the 1 month of the NLL VIP training, and paid as a junior trainer in the next level leadership program for 6 months. Normally you have to qualify for that. They just give it to you. The cruise ticket, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking forward to meeting you and your whole team that we're going to build from now until then on the cruise, where you can meet Mr. Shapiro, Ms. Rubich, Mr. Powell. Are you kidding me? And then the opportunity to reach the $1,000 bonus for Producers Club, which I'm going to show you in a minute, for the next 6 months consecutively, every month, okay? So besides all that, there's some other special things that they're giving for people to do the entrepreneur package right now. We're going to hear more in a minute. So as soon as you get started, ladies and gentlemen, you choose where you want to get started. Again, it doesn't matter to us where you start. It's entirely your own decision. Then we help you. The goal is to help you get earn a position in the Producers Club. The Producers Club, you get recognition, and you also get a $1,000 bonus as a Premier and above if you do it within your first 30 days. If you're in an entrepreneur package, you can do it every month for 6 months. So exciting, right? You doubled your investment if you started just with a Premier, and most businesses don't double their investment in their first month and don't have an opportunity to double their investments. Okay, so here are the 5 steps to success, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, pick a website package and apply for the scholarship. Number 2, learn the business and start using the products and services, right? Shop for the things you're going to buy anyway through your mall, and use this in search for the things you're going to search from through your branded homepage. And then 3, promote the business, share it with people. 4, get on the Producers Club. 5, help your team get on the Producers Club. And then, ladies and gentlemen, training, and that's absolutely the most important thing. This is a new career, and we're not just good because we sign up. We have to learn. It's like Ms. Rubich always says, if we're a very successful doctor, like a Dr. Jeffries, we don't show up in court next week to defend somebody if we didn't go through law school, because we're an expert in medicine, not in law. So here we have trainings every day, mentorship programs, private trainings, advanced trainings, coordinator and above calls, managers and above calls, and so on and on and on, plus next level leadership trainings. The idea is there's a system in place, and those the people who humble themselves to learn it, they are the ones who become successful. So we want to thank you for considering to be a part of a huge mission with OurGV. And now is the reason why you're all here. This is where I get to introduce our trainer for today. This is a rare opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have this person doing trainings open to the public. Right now we have this person train only in advanced trainings, only in private trainings, only in private mentorship, very, very exclusive private mentorship programs. And so today is an absolute incredible exception, and I'm so honored that I get a chance to tell you who this person is before I bring her up. This woman is our Vice President, Miss Lori Rubich, the woman I was talking about in the beginning, who has earned her first million by age 26 in her first business without having prior experience in business. She, by the time she was 30, she was a multimillionaire. And this isn't another company. This is 20-some years ago, okay? And it's because we don't quote incomes in OurGV, but this is pure documentation. And then again, after that, she just continued doing incredible things. She had sat on the board of major nonprofits. She decided to dedicate the rest of her life to giving back. And this is somebody, ladies and gentlemen, who commands tens of thousands of dollars to show up and do a weekend training. Companies pay this woman tens of thousands of dollars to show up for 2 days and train people and to train their companies. And what happened was that almost 3.5 years ago, we're almost there, somebody said to her, you need to take a look at what Mr. Shapiro created. So she saw it only 3.5 years ago. And she was already involved in this program, giving back. So she didn't even want to look. Long story short, she took a look, and she stopped what she was doing to come on board with OurGV. Now, this is somebody, ladies and gentlemen, who had been accustomed to six-figure income per month. Yes, I said per month. Not per year, per month. And when she saw a company for the first time, she stopped what she was doing to come on board. And she already knew Mr. Shapiro. She partnered out with Mr. Shapiro. We're not surprised that she's here because of who Mr. Shapiro is and from what the kind of company we have. But I want to tell you this is the strongest testimonial I can give you, that if somebody with that kind of success, who could be anywhere, working with any company, training, whoever, because everybody wants her. Every time I speak to somebody who's in the industry, they all know her name. She chose to be here. So what does it say to you and me? We want to pay close attention, right, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't want to miss out. I want to tell you personally, this woman, since she's come, partnered up with Mr. Shapiro, and she's become our trainer, our vice president, she's done so much for us. She's one of the most unbelievable trainers I've ever seen, and it comes from her experience, She's helped people make six-figure income. She's helped people make seven-figure income. So I'm so sorry. Excuse me. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, she has a heart of gold. She really wants to help you and me achieve the results that she's achieved. And she is so humble. You would think that with all that documentation, she would walk in with her nose up in there. Not her. She's one of the most humble people. I love this woman, beautiful inside and out. And it's my privilege to introduce to you our Vice President of Nonprofit Development and lead trainer and founder of Next Level Leadership, Ms. Lori Rubich. Ms. Lori, we thank you so much for your time, Ms. Rubich. And ladies and gentlemen, please pay close attention, take notes, make your comments short, and it's yours, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ms. Ionescu. You are amazing. I'm so humbled by that wonderful, wonderful introduction. All right. Ms. Ionescu, you have such an ability to be able to communicate, to be able to train, to be able to inspire. I feel so blessed, and I'm so humbled by that incredible introduction. A little overwhelming, and you'll see why, folks, in a few minutes, but I'm so grateful to you, Ms. Ionescu. I feel so fortunate to be a part of this amazing system. Our CEO that Ms. Ionescu beautifully talked about has created something so amazing here, ladies and gentlemen, so fabulous. It's helped so many people to be able to just be in the right place, be working towards great goals, to be accomplishing things that they're so proud of, to be able to help many people around the world. And I feel so privileged to be able to even be associated to the whole program, to be able to work with people like Mr. Shapiro, our president, Mr. Powell, people like Ms. Yanescu, like our other executive directors. I feel very fortunate. I've met many, many, many wonderful folks in the company, and feel so privileged and excited to be able to introduce and to do anything I possibly can and to be able to keep up with the amazing training that just took place. So I thank you so much, Ms. Yanescu, for your time today. Thank you for sharing about this amazing opportunity. And if we can check, I think we've got some other lines that perhaps are unmuted, so if we can get our tech department to help us out with that, to go in the back office to make sure, that would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, well, folks, I have the incredible privilege to be able to do my best job possible in the next hour to be able to share with you how to get up and running with us if you're deciding to work with us. I do want to share with you people are in three situations after seeing the presentation. The first position to be somebody says, I'm not sure if this is for me, and, I'd like to pass. And we encourage you to be able to at least connect with the person who brought you, invited you down, get a chance to be able to get your own mall, get a chance to be able to get a home page. We're offering them free right now. If you fill out a paperwork scholarship, you can get a chance to be able to get that home page, which I'll cover in a few minutes, and the amount of blessing that can happen for you through the home page, being able to help a nonprofit, the blessings that you could have from getting cash back from going to your regular stores you would go to anyway. So you really can't lose, even if you decided that this is not something you want to build with us or be a part of. You really can't lose by using and trying out the product for free. The second thing is, if somebody has some questions, hopefully my next hour or short of an hour will be able to go through and answer a lot of those questions for you. We'll make sure that after the training, for those of you just coming on board, those of you will be able to get your questions in detail answered, because this next segment is not the time where we can open it up to everybody's questions because of our time constraint, because we've got to be able to make sure we cover the material. We've got something very exciting to be able to announce that we've never done before. And because you're here today, because you're plugging into what OurGV is about on April 25th, you're going to get an incredible announcement, and also anybody that you're working with are going to be able to participate in something fabulous if they decide to. Number three is somebody says, I really like what I see. I really like what I'm hearing and want to move forward, and that's what this is all about. I'm going to do my best job for the number twos and number threes to be able to give you enough information to start moving forward, to learning about the business, and to be able to understand what you have in your hands here. I feel so privileged. It's towards the end of the month of January, or the end of month of April. I'm laughing. I can't believe we're already at the end of April in 2015. Time is flying by already this year. But I have something very exciting to be able to announce to you because it's the end of the month. So I'm going to start with that, which typically I would not. Typically I'd jump into some training, but I want to be able to share something with you guys. Ms. Yanescu was very kind. You all can hear me okay, right? Is it coming through clear? Okay, beautiful. Thank you. I want to share with you, I'm sitting on my boat right now, a boat that I actually had purchased for my dad after my mom passed away, and I feel privileged to be able to actually be living on this boat in Florida. I was going to bring the boat up to Nashville. I spent a lot of time in between Tennessee and Florida, and my friends said in Nashville, when it was like 20 degrees up there in October, they said, why wouldn't you just keep the boat in Florida, have a floating condo in Florida, and go back and forth? And I thought, that's not such a bad idea. And then when I did get to Florida in October to see what really make my final decision, it was like 75 degrees, and I woke up for the first time ever staying overnight on the boat, with my animals, and except when I come down and visit my father, I got a chance to be able to wake up, have coffee on the water, and have water in 4 different, sides of what I was living on. I thought to myself, this is not such a bad idea. And then, of course, for those of you in the U.S., we had quite a winter that people experienced. And so I feel very privileged. The reason I tell you that is because this is a dream that I was able to accomplish not only for myself, but it was a dream I was able to accomplish for my father. My parents always wanted to live on a boat. They always wanted to be able to get a chance to come down to Florida, get out of the cold, and live on a boat. They used to mess around with little 12, 20, 15-foot, probably 15-foot little boat that didn't have a cubby cabin, just a boat that you could go and, you know, take out for a week in the summertime in the Chicagoland area and stuff like that. So they always dreamed of having a big boat, but they didn't get to have that dream come true. My mom got sick with emphysema, and I was able to, the year after my mom passed away, my dad just did not want to even live anymore. He was married 47 years to my mom, and nothing could replace my mom, but I was able to give him that dream and be able to set him up with a beautiful 48-foot Hatteras boat. And I feel very privileged now that my dad has passed to be able to have the memories from my dad on this boat and to be able to create more memories with wonderful people at the marina here on this boat. Now, I tell you all that because my career did not start that way. And I want to start this portion of the training to show you, after a few months of starting to be able to build, I still was not so together. And I still have a long way to go, trust me. And Ms. Unescu was so kind in her introduction, but you may not be able to hear what I'm saying when you see this in the next minute, but I want you to be able to see kind of where I got started. What you're going to see me wearing is a dress I bought on an advertisement for a formal event that we had with this company 26 years ago. And I couldn't afford to go into a store and buy an evening gown for this event that was all tucks and evening gowns. So I got an ad in the newspaper, and I think I bought this dress for either $75 or $100, which was the most I had ever spent in my entire life for a piece of clothing. And it doesn't even fit, which you'll see in a minute. But I want to start the training with this because I want you to be able to see. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up here. And to see that anybody really can come from anywhere. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, let's see. I'm going to open it up. Okay, and then you can just see this picture. I'm going to open up full screen. Hopefully it'll still work when I pull the, okay, see, I can't tell if you're, I want to make sure you guys can see it, but you guys can see it in the left-hand corner, right? Okay, so I'm just going to push play, and you'll see how silly I look, but this is me. I know you don't need to hear it. You don't. Okay, so you can tell. Let's play that again because it's so scary to me. Okay, so did y'all get a chance to at least visualize it? Okay, and if you guys can understand, that's where I came from, 1991. So that was actually 3 years into my career. Now, this is funny to me. 3 years into my career, okay? So the dress doesn't fit in many locations. This is falling off of me, and it was just not, it was not a, this is one of the guys' limos that he had bought that we all stood in front of, and like one of the people that were training for the company I was representing 26 years ago. So it kind of gives you an idea, guys, that just so you understand, I was not born in a Trump family, which God bless you if you were born into success or had a wardrobe like some of these kids do at these young ages. I was somebody who came from nothing, 2-bedroom home, 5 brothers and sisters. I got nervous walking in. Have you ever heard of the Nordstrom? Are you guys, yes, okay, you're still there? I got nervous the first time a Nordstrom opened up in the Chicagoland area, and I was nervous just to even walk in the store. If that gives you an idea of, like, my mindset of who I was, the mindset of success, how far off it was, how unbelievable it could be to ever reach. And it's taken me a long time in my career to look in the mirror, to have confidence, to be able to grow into this person that I am, and I still have a long way to go. The reason I share that with you is because I want you to understand that Ms. Ionescu had this incredible introduction of my story, but that was not a story that was overnight. That was not a story that was just this mass success. It was a lot of hard work. You know, I wasn't a natural-born athlete that got into the Olympics. I wasn't a natural-born singer that got a Grammy. I wasn't a natural-born business person that created $1 million business. It was a lot of work. And one of the reasons I love when Ms. Ionescu talked about, you know, a lot of companies will promise you the sky is the limit, you could do anything with them, but they don't tell you that it's work. And we're not afraid to tell you that it takes work. We would rather scare you in the beginning to not get involved than to have you in falsified hope getting involved and thinking this is just going to be a cakewalk, it's going to be easy, it doesn't take hard work, you can become a six-figure money earner in a year with no problem, no hard work. That's not true. There's work involved in any career. At your current career, at your first job or your second job or your third job, to make $100,000 a year, would that company give you $100,000 a year if you didn't work hard? So it's not just our industry, it's not just OurGV, it's any business, but somehow, some way, people think this industry is going to give them some, like, unbelievable pie-in-the-sky story that because they put their application in and buy some products, they're going to get success. There's work involved. Nobody in 26 years that I know, walked into an industry without any experience and had massive success without working hard. I don't know one. And if you're truthful, you don't know one either. I'm not talking about somebody who went from company to the next company and hit great records because they brought a bunch of people with them. I'm talking about starting from nothing, starting from scratch. Things that are worthwhile take time. Things that are worthwhile to get success are going to take work. So let me go through this, guys. I wanted to start with that because I've got something in our compensation plan that is going to be outrageous for us to be able to talk about today. This portion of this is so powerful. We have three parts of the business. We have our products, we have our compensation plan, and we have us. The products and the comp plan are the same for every one of us. The only difference about our program, the only variable, is us. These two items over here, comp plan and product, is fixed. This is the only variable, which is us, which determines how fast we want to work, how fast we want to learn. There's 4 rules to the business. One of them is to get excited. I don't care how silly that sounds. So many people want to be able to create attention towards their new business but don't have any enthusiasm behind it. It's not going to work. You have to have enthusiasm. But don't be hyper. Don't be hyper if you're not a hyper person. We always say add 10% of what is normal enthusiasm to you, normal energy to you, add 10%. And people always are impressed more with the height of our enthusiasm than the depth of our knowledge. Number 2 rule, pay attention. We've got to be able to understand, guys, that there's a system. We've all heard the statement, if you find somebody who asks what you want, do what they do, you get what they got. Not the best grammar, but an old age saying which rings true in any field of our endeavor. The hardest part is getting them to teach what they do. You know, having a coach like Mr. Chad Shapiro is an incredible blessing. A lot of people don't get the kind of time and attention and energy from a CEO, even if they got involved in this industry, until they've reached higher levels of success. Our CEO is more accessible than any CEO I've ever worked with in 26 years. He's one of the most humble, most gracious, most classiest men, and one of the most knowledgeable people, one of the smartest human beings I've ever met in my life. And he's extremely accessible. You'll hear more about that in a minute. Take massive action. All the success in the world, guys, doesn't matter if we don't take massive action. All the energy, all the enthusiasm, all the success that we want to have is not going to happen unless we take massive action. There's no shortcut when it comes to any of these roles. There's no shortcut specifically with this one. We've got to be able to do the work. Number 4, never quit. We've got to be able to understand, guys, that we're going to get success. We don't want to quit, and we don't want to stop working while we're working towards never quitting. It's not just to never quit, even though that is the most important rule. It's about working through that nervous time, working through that difficult time. Persistence beats resistance. We've all heard it. If there's one thing, guys, besides promotion and edification that I love true and from my heart, that I think I can get credit for, there's so many things I'm not good at. But this one, persistence, I've got in my soul. How many of you have some persistence in your soul? It's in you. It's built in you, right? Well, that's very, very, very important in our business. Very, very important, okay? Riding the roller coaster, this is a given. You can't get through success in our business without knowing you're going to have some tough times. I'm not trying to scare you away. I'm just trying to prepare you, because if we say it's going to be a cakewalk, it's going to be easy, it's going to be so great. The first day you have this downtime on the roller coaster, the first day you go from here to here because the best friend who said they want to work with you in OurGV decides not to, if you don't have this education of knowing that the business is going to be like this at the beginning specifically, then the first time you do that, usually you quit. And we don't even want to get you started with us if you're going to quit. We don't want to waste your time. We certainly don't want to waste our time, but we don't want to waste your time. If the first bad day you have in building your own business, the first no you get, the first 5 no's you get, you're going to be ready to quit, then it's not worth even getting you started. We want you here. It's going to take time for you to get here. Some of you, it may take months. Some of you, it may take days. Some of you, it may take a year for you to be able to just ride the roller coaster and go, okay, as long as you don't quit. But there will be a time where you're here. When people say yes or no to me, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm excited when people say yes, but I still want to see what they do. When somebody says no to me, I say okay, and I wish them the best of luck, and we still stay the best of friends. It's not something that I ride this roller coaster, but it took me a while, especially me, the gal in that video, to be able to really understand that. It took me a while to understand that, to be able to get there. If it takes you a little bit longer like me, that's okay, as long as you get there. We want to get you on what's called the Producers Club. The Producers Club is a powerful, powerful way, guys, for you to be able to get the documentation and for you to duplicate this over and over and over and over again. If all you do in our business is get on the Producers Club, if all you do is get on this Producers Club, which I'll walk you through what this means, and help other people get on the Producers Club, that's all you focus on. You're helping people get products and services out there. You're helping nonprofits while you're helping people get their products and services out there. That's all you need to do. Really, if this is what you learned how to do, and then you did it over and over and over and over again with your people, that's all you would need to learn. See, the beautiful thing with our industry is typically when you get moved up in corporate America or your corporate world, no matter what country you're connected to, and we have so many countries represented here today, which I'm so grateful for your time and energy, especially in late hours, early morning. What you have to understand, the powerful part about this is that if you get moved up, if let's say your salary goes from $50,000 to $75,000, normally that comes with a lot more duties. You have to learn a lot more. You have to learn a lot more in the company. Here, your income can increase, and you're still doing exactly what you were doing in your first few months. You're only just better at it. You're only just helping more people because you've already learned what you've learned. That's powerful. That means that 5 years from now, you're going to be unbelievable at what you do as a career. Most of the time when people move up their corporate ladder, they've got so much more responsibility, so much more headaches, so much more things they have to learn. It's always learning, growing in the sense of, exactly, stress and new obligations, new responsibilities. In our business, in 5 years, you'll be able to help people do what you're learning to do today. Same duplicatable system. Getting on the Producers Club is helping 4 team members get into what's qualified per position and then helping them get into the Producers Club. But you understand that the first 4 people you talk to about our products and services are not going to be these 4 people here. It just doesn't work that way. You may get Julie involved. Julie says, I'm not sure if I want to do this. She gets Joe involved. Joe says, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll dabble a little bit. And then Joe brings his sister in, and his sister takes off. As long as it's in 4 different teams, it's still going to help you get qualified for the Producers Club. And then what you do is you help Julie's sister or Joe's sister, whoever it was, help them get into the Producers Club, which is helping them get their 4 teams. This is how you build stability. This is how you build success. And you just duplicate 4 teams over and over and over and over and over again, getting on the Producers Club, getting our products and services out there in the marketplace. So fun. It's a very simple business. Not easy. I don't even like the word easy. We work hard, but it's a simple business. Okay? 7 steps to duplication. You want to invite people. Guys, there's so many different ways to invite people, 24-hour briefings. We have a voice room. You can walk somebody through your website. We've got our 5-minute overview. It's actually a 3-minute overview now with a commercial on our info site. And if they want to learn more, they can go to the 20-minute video on the left. You can schedule a 3-way with your expert. You can email them the link to the info site. You can have a get-together, a networking event. I do a networking meeting once a month, with a network bunch of gals to talk about everybody's independent business, and it's a great way, guys, to be able to get the products and services out there in the marketplace, share the opportunity with people, and it's an honor for me to be able to come to this event once a month and network with some powerful, powerful women. So you can do that. You can get together, network, get a chance to be able to get out there. There's a lot of different ways to introduce people. Then you want them to be able to get through this training site, for them to be able to look at more information about the company, which is absolutely fantastic. Some of the ways that we're opening up the door to our products and services is more market. We do cold recruiting. We have personal referrals. We have a lead program, and we have social media. A lot of different ways to be able to open up the door, not just one or the other, but a lot of different ways. Some of our most powerful people came through those. Promote through referrals. No easier company I have ever, and you know how much I don't love the word easy, but there is no simpler way to be able to get referrals in any business than there is in OurGV, because people do what we do anyway. People shop online, people search online anyway. And when you're able to say, hey, Joe, I know that you may not be interested in what I'm doing, or you may be too busy with what I'm doing, but if you know of anybody searching online, shopping online that want to make some revenue from that, please send me the referral. If you know anybody who wants to try out one of our homepages to help a nonprofit, please send me the referral. I've never seen a more simple company to be able to get referrals. Absolutely phenomenal. Leads on the Internet. We have what's called our Leaders Package. Our Leaders Package is insanely fabulous. It's a program that allows you to be able to get sample leads on a weekly basis. It gives you invites to all of our advanced trainings, plus 10 tickets per week when our CEO is doing the training. It's phenomenal. It includes the $30 hosting. It is amazing, amazing, in a private conference with our CEO and our president every Wednesday. And all of them are recorded and archived in case you can't be there live. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal program that's successful. This is everything the Leaders Package. It's under a couple $100 a month, which is unbelievable. You're also now a part of our Leaders Package, getting a chance to be able to have the VIP Advanced Package with our Next Level Leadership program, with our Next Level Leadership Tech Tools, which is worth a couple $100 a month right there alone. There's companies that sell capture page advertising for a couple $100 a month, and that is included in our VIP package. And that we added on top, in addition to our Leaders Package. We just gave that, added it on to our Leaders Package. So this product right here is worth, no less than $1,000, but they have an incredible blessing to be able to help people get their business up and running. It's really phenomenal. Really, really phenomenal. Look into the Leaders Package with the leader who brought you on board today. Decide what you want to do if you want to take advantage of it. Again, power of social media. That's how I reconnected with Mr. Chad Shapiro, our CEO. We had become friends on Facebook probably 5 years ago. And then somebody who also reconnected with me on social media, when I told her and announced on social media what I was doing for nonprofits, she's like, you have to get a hold of OurGV and Mr. Chad Shapiro. And, of course, I know Mr. Shapiro 20 years ago. We had actually worked together 20 years ago. He was one of the most record-breaking producers in a company that we were both involved with. So when I reached out, he had made that phone call. I'll never forget on my caller ID. I know we don't even have those anymore for our home phones, but I had a little machine with a caller ID, and I remember that 210 phone call coming through. I won't ever forget that, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I know who this is. And I picked up the phone, and I chatted with our CEO, and the rest is history, and I feel so blessed for social media because I think it would have been a little different if we had never even reconnected on Facebook, but because he had actually been through an unbelievable tragedy that last year prior and lost his brother-in-law. His beautiful wife's brother passed away, and I was able to send him some condolences at that time through Facebook and, getting a chance to catch up with his beautiful wife and see his first daughter born, and it was wonderful. So when we reconnected, it was just an incredible opportunity. And social media is amazing. Some of you guys have hundreds of people on Facebook that are friends of yours that you can open up the door with our products and services, and you just do not know who could go out there and be an incredible producer for you. And I feel so blessed to have been asked to be a part of our corporate team and then create Next Level Leadership with my amazing business partner in Next Level Leadership, Mr. Chad Shapiro. The next step, guys, you want to use your expert properly. You're always going to get support, guys. You're always going to get support, whether it's through the company. It doesn't matter even if the person who invited you here is new. They've got managers, directors, executive directors that work in the system every single day. So don't worry about if somebody brought you in is newer with the business. That's not going to hold you back. And you want to be able to work with your experts the best way. They'll work with you. They'll show you what to do. All of our executive directors do corporate calls per week. We have webinars that you can plug into that are open to everyone in the entire company. You will not be on your own with this company, without a shadow of a doubt. We have the next step, guys, in our 7 steps is we need people to show up, right? It's one thing to invite people. It's another thing for them to show up. Many people, guys, will forget that you reached out to them. If you've got to do the follow-up, oh, my gosh, there's nothing more infuriating than having somebody tell me that they worked so hard to be able to get somebody to a webinar, and then I say, well, what happened afterwards? They're like, I'm not sure. I didn't even know if they were on the webinar. Well, the only reason we wouldn't know if they weren't on the webinar is because we never connected with them afterwards. You've got to connect with people immediately after the webinar is over, guys, to be able to get the best results. I don't care if it's late at night. Let them know before the webinar starts. Look, I know it's late at night for both of us, so I'm going to call you for just 2 minutes right afterwards, and we'll set up a time. I kind of want to get your feedback of what you saw, what you're most excited about after the presentation, and we can reconnect the next day. I can send you some training info stuff, and then let's connect tomorrow at 3 p.m. Definitely do a follow-up. If you don't do a follow-up, guys, there's a rule in our business. A percentage after the presentation, if they don't hear from you, their interest level, guys, is decreased. It's ridiculous on how fast it's decreased. In 24 hours, it's decreased their interest. If they're ready to say yes that day, in 24 hours, it's decreased by 25%. In 48 hours, if you didn't connect with them, their interest to say yes is decreased by 50%. If you don't connect with them in 72 hours, you might as well have not worked to be able to get them even interested in the first place. And that's a big aha for some of you who are getting people to take a look at what we're doing here. You've got to connect with them, okay? Some people will tell you that they didn't even get a chance to take a look. So you've got to be able to make sure that they show up, guys, and then do that follow-up. After they show up does not guarantee that they're going to see it. Some guys are going to get a chance to be able to go through and actually say yes. You need people to say yes, right? You need people to be able to, take a look at it. Some people, if they try and bring you down after they see it, you just got to wish them the best. You say, you know what, I still appreciate your opinion. I'm in love with this company, or I'm very excited about this company, and everybody has their own opinion. If it's not right for you, I'm just so grateful and honored that you would even take a look at it. Just Get off the phone. But know that some people are going to try and bring you down. Some people we love and care about the best try and bring you down. You just need to let that go. Don't get in a fight with them. Don't try and prove you're right. Don't try and shove it down their throat of what, how great the company is. Just totally thank them. Be gracious, be classy, and end your conversation with them about it. If it's somebody you love and care about that's around a lot, and you can't just walk out of the house and say, I'm never going to see you or talk to you about this again, just switch the subject immediately and say, hey, are we still taking Julie to the park tomorrow? Are we still getting together for coffee on Saturday? Let's get a chance to get, and don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Just let it go. Don't ruin relationships because of it, guys. And then again, no just really means not now. You never know when they're going to turn around. It's really, really powerful. This is the analogy, guys, of 3 different types of apples. There's rotten apples, there's green apples, and then there's ripe, ready-to-go apples. Understand the apple analogy is not talking about people. It's talking about what their opinion is afterwards. Sometimes somebody could have a rotten mindset afterwards, not a rotten person, but a rotten mindset. Somebody could have a green apple, which is what they need to think about it a little bit, and then somebody is a red apple, they're ready to get going. So just know that people 1, 2, or 3 are going to see the business. Some of them are not going to. Some of them are going to need a little bit more time, and some of them are going to get ready to go right away. Okay, so just know that going into it when you introduce people to the system. The next 4th step is getting them to sign up. I can't tell you, all of you have experienced this if you've been in the business for more than a couple weeks, where somebody says, yes, I see it, and then they never, ever sign up. They never go to that next step. A lot of times that's somebody who's either too busy or it's somebody who doesn't have the ability to say no. And you need them to be able to follow up and go through and sign up. If you're getting hesitancy from step 3 to 4, it means they're really not ready. Don't try and push them. Don't try and convince them. Just say, you know what, Julie, my gut is telling me that you're really not ready to build something with me, and that's fine. No worries when you are. And if she wasn't feeling that way, if she truly was excited about signing up, she may say, no, I'm excited. I'm just so busy. Let us do this on Saturday. Let us do it Sunday. And give them the chance. If you hold that confidence and you hold the confidence in your hands, they're going to receive it. They're going to be excited that you're okay to let them go. You'd be surprised with the people who want to sign up when you tell them not to sign up. They're going to be like, no, I want to sign up. Well, okay, but whenever it's best for you. You don't need to pressure people. But here's the key, guys. This is a big aha for every one of you. If you only are talking to one person a week, that's why you're pressuring them. You're not talking to enough people. If you're just trying to get one person a week in your business, that's why you want to have them really go for it. But when you're talking to 4, 5, 6 people and you've got messages out on social media, you've got messages that you're sending private messages, you've got a network meeting on Tuesday with 30 women, you've got all this going. Then, when somebody says yes or no, or somebody doesn't sign up that day, right, you're not going to be thinking about it. You're not going to be like trying to hammer it over their head that let's go, where they're going to feel that pressure. You want to be able to give them the opportunity, guys, to sign up. You want to follow through right away. You want them to sign up right away. But if they're hesitant, let them be hesitant. Don't worry about it, okay? This is what I've got to talk about. This is so incredibly exciting. I hope every one of you is taking notes, and I hope every one of you is going to pay close attention to that, okay? We will put this up on our wall that you can get a chance to be able to have people hear it, and have you hear it again if you need to, because this is really important. We put out a crazy promotion, guys. We put out a crazy promotion on Monday. I hope you're all listening closely. This is so powerful, and I'm so impressed by the people. We have so many people around the world that took advantage of it, and I'm so excited for you. And because of you, and you'll understand the promotions, that because of you, I get to announce something today. So all of you guys, and I'll tell you what the promotion was. We announced, okay, if you see in our comp plan, if somebody started for free, these are just customers, but if somebody started for free and they really wanted to start for free and work up the corporate ladder and get up to, when I say corporate ladder, same thing, same kind of mindset, right? Go back. If they wanted to be able to get up to a director level, they typically would have to do $100,000 of business, okay? If they started for free and wanted to work up to director, they typically would have to do $100,000 in business, and that's fair because we have fast start bonuses that pay up to $25,000 a month at this director level. So it's fair that the company would have $100,000 in business to be able to pay out fast start bonuses along with all the other bonuses directors get paid. Are you all still with me? Can you hear me okay? Okay, perfect. So get this. This is crazy, right? Our CEO, I was so grateful that he took a couple days to be able to enjoy with his family, which he rarely does, and I have to fight with him to try and take a couple days, and I have to fight with him to be able to really have him go and enjoy those couple days and not be working in between. I said, stop it, and I love and appreciate his work ethic, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I'm just so grateful to him because he never, ever, ever expects any of us to do anything that he's not willing to do 10 times over. And I love that about him. He's not sitting on some high horse on the back of a stage somewhere or back in his corporate office that's inaccessible. He is just one of the most driven, hardest-working people in the world. So we were discussing this before he left and said, what if we have this wild promotion? Why don't we do this incredible? We've got so many exciting things going on, and we want to go into the May month. So powerful. May is such a powerful month for us, guys. And so we said, what if we do that? Instead of if somebody hypothetically came in for free and wanted to work up to director, what if we open it up to the entire field and anybody who's not a director yet, we're going to give them a chance to go director for $7,000 in business. $7,000 if they did it at the end of the April month. If they did $7,000 in business, we would promote them. It's kind of like, have you guys seen at Christmas time that they have like 1 hour specials, 1 hour, if somebody, wants to get a 32-inch television for $100, they come in for the store for 1 hour. It was kind of like that kind of fabulous promotion. There's a car dealership in Florida that has advertisements that they're doing an advertisement right now, and a friend of mine works for the dealership, so that's why I just recognized it. And they're doing a promotion that if you come in, test drive, you get to shoot a basket, and if you shoot the basket in from the 50 line, 50 line, which any of you basketball fans, you know what I'm talking about. It's like center court. If you make it, you get a free car, right? So if you do a test drive, you get to shoot the basket. So do you understand businesses do promotions like this all the time around the world, right? Well, our promotion for the month of April was this crazy promotion that if anybody did $7,000 in new business, they would be able to get the director level at the May 1st. Well, here's what's wild. You ready for this? And the qualification also came with a Part 2 part, which anybody who was striving for this had to get $1,000 in business done. $1,000 in business done by the start of this training. They had to get $1,000 towards their $7,000 in. We had record-breaking people do this. It is so incredible. So I want to share this with you guys. Because of you qualifying, for those of you, you know who you are, because of you qualifying so far for the $1,000, so now you have the additional $6,000 to do, right? You have the other $6,000. Not only are you going to get an extension for the time in the month of May to be able to get this done, okay, but here's what you're going to do. All of you are going to be flipping out over this. You ready? Put your seatbelt on. Because of them, because of those of you who qualify, I get to offer this to you, those of you who qualify, okay? And don't be disappointed if those of you that didn't qualify, you're going to get a blessing in a second. Because of them, you're going to get this blessing. All of you that qualify for the $1,000 already locked in, so you have the additional $6,000 to do. Many of you are a lot further past the $1,000 to be able to get to director. Because of you, we are going to do 7 days. Okay, hang tight. Because of you, every one of you, and this is because of you. So this is your blessing because you did it before Saturday at 10 or 12 noon Central Standard Time. Because of you, and those of you who have people who qualified that weren't able to make this call, they had previous obligations and so on, make sure that they know this. Because of them, I am doing a private call. Because of you, I am doing a private call with you and your director or your executive director that you're tied to for 7 days with you privately because you qualify. So you're going to get a phone call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then the following Monday and Tuesday to make sure that you do what it takes, that you turn over every stone to be able to make sure that you hit this promotion for director. I have never, ever, ever put that on the table. Ever, 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 ever. We've had private mentorship groups. We've had private mentorship time. Now, let me tell you something. Those of you on the private mentorship that get 2 calls per week, be looking for an email from me later on today. The ones that are qualified for the 2 calls per week, you know who you are, okay? Look for an email about 30 minutes after this presentation is over, okay? Now, so all of you who are qualified, you know who you are. But guess what? Because of you being qualified, because you made it happen before we started at 12 today, we get the privilege and the opportunity and grateful because of you, because you're going to get those phone calls. Any of you that qualify before 12 o'clock today, did you have any idea or did your people have any idea that they were going to get this extra blessing? Nobody, not one person. Not one person. But what it allowed us to do, because you guys got that private time, because you're going to have those private calls, is going to allow us, guys, to be able to open it up to anyone else in the company because of you getting that private time, because you're going to get so much more because you finished this up. Meaning finished it up, got the $1,000 qualification done. Any of you who want to be able to join them, that have $1,500 in business done by Monday evening, okay, are you all listening closely? Any of you outside this team that qualified by this morning, if you have $1,500 in business towards the $7,000 done by Monday night, you also get a private call from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the following Monday and Tuesday with your director or executive that you're working with. Why do we want to do this? Because all of you guys, think about this. If you're one of the ones that qualified this morning and you made it happen, you can help one of your persons get qualified by Monday night. Now, will that also help you in your volume going for director? Absolutely. So, guys, I have never put on the table. Do you know how much work it's going to take? I am going to be living on the phone between now and the following Tuesday. We're going to, but guys, don't be excited about this promo if you're not ready to turn over every stone to be able to qualify for director. We do not want one of you missing out on this promotion for the $7,000. We don't want one of you missing out on this to be able to get this off your plate, guys, to get locked into director. You'll be paid as a director for the next 6 months no matter what you do in this business. This is insane blessing. It would typically take $100,000 in business to be able to get director. Why in the heck would you miss out on this? Can I tell you this? Those of you who take advantage of the entrepreneur package, even today, those of you to take advantage of the Entrepreneur Package, even if you put down half for the Entrepreneur Package, do you understand that you're going to be able to be so much closer for you to be able to qualify for this? And guys, this $1,500 can come from anything. It can come from the Entrepreneur Package. It can come from an extra premiere in your business. It could come from you doing half the Entrepreneur Package and signing up for the Leaders Package. Do you understand? It doesn't matter where the volume comes from. We want to help you get to this qualification by Monday night, ASAP. It is going to be a whirlwind. It is going to be so exciting. Those of you who get this done today, instead of waiting till Monday night, will be added to the list to start getting those phone calls Monday. So those of you who get this done today, that don't wait till Monday night to get the qualification, will be able to have the call starting Monday. We are going to be, the directors and the executive directors and myself are going to be working like nobody's business between Monday and the following Tuesday to make sure every single one of you that are running for director are qualified. Guys, don't miss out on this. This is the most important time and the most important blessing that you can have to be able to build, to be able to run, to be able to help your people run. So all of you directors and above, with you having people that are not on this call, they couldn't make this training, you want to make sure that they know about this promotion. Do not let them miss out on this. Do not let them miss out on this. This is a blessing beyond blessings to be able to help your people get in the best possible position, to help your people get qualified, to help your people get in the best possible recognition, success, having them go in from May 1st to June to July to August to September, guys. We're going on the cruise in October. This is a chance to be able to have your life change for a very long period of time in the right way, in the most phenomenal way to be able to help you and your team. We have a lot of new leaders, guys, that are doing some incredible things. This is not the time for you guys just to be focused on your new leaders. This is the time to be able to help that John, to help that Julie, to help that Sam who got started with us 2 days ago and give them a chance to have that Head Start story. Don't keep looking at your leaders that got started with you 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago and say, oh, those are the ones I'm trying to get qualified. Guys, what about Julie who started Wednesday? If she understood what she could do between now and Monday night, if she understood that she can get qualified today and get a chance to run for that director promotion for the $7,000 in business, guys, that is who is incredibly excited, motivated, ready to open up those doors. Are you with me? That's what's so phenomenal. Are you guys excited about this? This is insane. I'm telling you, those private calls are those calls, guys, that we could say, what are you doing? What is it that you do? Tell me where you're focused on. Tell me how many more markets. Work with me. Who is your more market? What are we doing here? Guys, and you can ask Ms. Duchek, you can ask Ms. Artie Wall, you can ask Mr. George Tolson, you can ask Ms. Shinescu, you can ask Mr. Christensen. The one thing about this, guys, is that I am not an easy coach to work with. Do not do this if you do not want to qualify for director. I'm not an easy coach to work with. I'm not going to be a cheerleader. And trust me, you're so kind with your kind words, but trust me when I say I'm trying to keep up with the most amazing CEO in the entire world when it comes to coaching, when it comes to training, I'm trying to just keep up, do my best. But let me tell you about the coaching that I do. And you can ask some of the people that have worked directly with me. I know Donna Rinaldi can attest to this. I am not an easy coach. I'm not going to have you tell me what you can't do. When you say, well, I'd like to be able to do this, but I don't know how, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not an easy coach. I'm not going to go, oh, okay. I'm going to say, let's talk about that. Let's break that down. Why do you have that mindset? Why do you have that barrier? In order for you guys to be able to break director, you're going to have to turn over every stone. So if you're not ready to do what you need to do to be able to make this happen, get excited about this, have the passion, then don't do it. Don't worry about it. Take this slow. And again, I'm not trying to scare you away. I'm trying to tell you that if you have the director title, guys, in the month of May, how excited will you be? What story will you be able to tell? What story will you be able to share with other folks that saying, I got started in this business in the month of April. I can't believe it. I got qualified for this private time. My director, my executive director, and the vice president worked with me. They turned over every stone with me. They showed me what I need to do. I went director literally within my first month in the business, and I want to be able to help other people do the same. This is huge, guys. We're going to make this happen. We're going to have more directors break than any time ever. We're going to work our butts off. I'm committing to something I've never committed to. I've never had the time to commit to. I asked our corporate, I asked our tech department to be able to handle all the corporate things so that we could spend 100% of the time on helping these stories get broken. And it's going to be worth it. I'm not going to be making those calls privately just by myself to you. I'm going to be making them with your director or your executive director so that all of us are on the phone so that they can do the follow-up and we can make it happen. It is going to be incredibly huge. So all of you guys who qualified for this morning, don't have your first call be that you did nothing between now and then. Make sure you're getting volume in. Make sure you're getting things happening, guys, Sunday and Monday, because you don't want my first call to be like, oh, you qualified Saturday morning, you qualified on Saturday night, and you didn't do anything between now and then. Why not? Right? This is not easy coaching, but this is something you want to get on underneath your belt. If you've never done $7,000 business, we've got to make sure we're striving to be able to get 10 or 15 on the table. So that way, if you fall short, we've got for sure 7,000 in business. Does that make sense? Lose the day. Don't lose today. Don't lose tomorrow. Make sure that first phone call with your director and myself means that you're moving forward, making things happen. All of your directors that you're working with, all your managers you're working with, all your executive directors can have you continue moving between tonight, tomorrow, and get a chance to be able to keep moving forward. So normally I want to be able to close up, guys, with sharing with you that after people get signed up, the next step after they sign up is they've got to decide where they want to get started. The next step after that, they've got to decide if they're going to get trained. The next step is that if they decide they're going to do pay. And that's the 7 steps. So you've got to get people to be able to be invited. You've got to get people to show up. You've got to get people to be able to see. You've got to get people to sign up. You've got to get people to be able to get started and decide where they want to get started. You've got to get people trained, and then you've got to get duplicated. But I wanted to be able to close this up today because of this announcement. It is so incredibly huge. If you're going to take advantage of this announcement, guys, you've got to send in the email that says, I'm taking advantage of this and I'm making it happen. For those of you who have already qualified, those of you who have already made this happen, the reason why we're doing these phone calls next week is because of you. So what if you that got qualified this morning could help somebody else get qualified, which helps you get up to your director level too, but if you help somebody else get qualified, if you help somebody else get qualified, how many of you realize that you're going to even have faster success? And it's because of you all, and you know who you are, and you're going to get so much recognition that you did it by 12 today, that you did it, made it happen. You're going to get so much recognition this next coming week, and you'll understand when we do that. So you're the reason why these private calls made. We had so many people respond. That's why we said, you know what, we're not just going to give them the opportunity to go direct for $7,000. I want to be able to go out there and do something extra with the executives, with the directors, to be able to help them make this happen. We are going to build it. We are going to have a record-breaking week at the close of April, guys, for each and every one of you. So don't miss out on this. All you leaders, make sure you don't miss out on this. And again, guys, those of you who are going to take advantage of this today, you're going to have the incredible blessing of not losing momentum for Monday and Tuesday. You will be getting those private calls on Monday as well, starting Monday as well. So make sure if you have a new person that has not gotten qualified for this yet, for the running for director, make sure they do it today so that they can get that private call with their director and myself on Monday instead of waiting till Wednesday. You don't want to miss out on that time. So I am grateful to every one of you. If you have any of the executive directors that have questions about this, you can send in the questions. But let's just get running. Let's just make this happen. We know what we need to do. We know what we're a part of. We know what we're a part of with this mission to be able to make the world a better place. We know the products and services are life-changing, that people are going to use these types of products and services anyway. Let's help them get the benefit from it. Let's have a tremendous next 24 hours, guys, and get those emails to mentors@OurGV.com if you're going to take advantage of this. And, again, for those of you on that private program with Mr. Shapiro and I, make sure you look for an email from me and know what you have available to you. God bless you. Thank you for being here, guys. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much. We love you, Ms. Yanescu. Thank you for your incredible time and energy and what you put in this morning. You are such a gift to OurGV. God bless you all. And this will be on the wall shortly. Thank you all. God bless you.